Radhika, you recently wrote a piece on the evolution of business law. And when we were discussing this, we kind of talked about how our society is so much more litigious. Everyone has all these different contracts, yet we seem to be having more issues with fraud and misrepresentation than we did 40 years ago. And we're seeing that just because you have a document doesn't mean the person you're dealing with is honest. And just tell us a little bit about what you found out in this and some of the things that people watching can learn.
So, as I was reading more about business law and the fraud that has been occurring in the US, I found that in the year of 2016, the Federal Trade Commission said that 42% of complaints that were made to them were fraud related. So, personally, I believe that's a high percentage, and I think the reason it's increased over years, even though we have contracts making people liable for this unethical behavior, is because technology is only getting bigger and more powerful. And I think with more technology comes more misuse of power. So at the end of the day, it really is up to somebody whether they want to practice ethical behavior in the work of field that they are in. And it depends on good character and just kind of making sure the reputation of the people you're working with is high, good. They live up to their word. And at the end of the day, it's just have good character and try not to practice unethical behavior when working by yourself or with other people.
Yeah, and that's something people don't get. They think that if they just get us to draft a perfect document, that's going to make people act well. But I always say, what I look at is somebody's Google reviews or somebody they've done business with. Because this is the first thing they'll teach you in law school. Breach of contract is cheap. It's not like you're going to get a ton of damages when someone breaches contracts. So the most important thing isn't how well the contract is drafted. That is important. But the question to ask is this somebody I want to do business with?
Right.
And so that's something people need to really think about, because if they get in business with the wrong person, that's like marrying the wrong person, and it causes a lot of stress and financial harm.